Hi, I'm Chris Wall, head coach and trainer at the Boulder Rock Club. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the basics of training in a climbing gym. I'm going to take you through some of the basic pieces of equipment you're going to find in most climbing gyms and show you how to most effectively use them so you can reach your personal climbing goals. Far and away, one of the most useful tools in the climbing gym is the auto belay. In essence, an auto belay is a mechanism that provides an assisted top rope belay. So if you're coming in and you don't have a partner, you can still get as much climbing as you need. You can do laps on routes, you can down climb, or if you've just got a little bit of time, you can get a very intense workout in a very, very short period of time. An auto belay basically takes the place of a top rope belayer. So anything you can do on a top rope, you can do on an auto belay. So if you're working your endurance, not only can you climb all the way up and be lowered down from the top, just like with a top rope belayer, you can climb up and climb all the way back down. You can do laps, you can go up, down, as much as you want. If you're climbing alone or with friends, bouldering is a great training option. Remember to warm up gradually on easy boulder problems, getting progressively harder as you go, and give yourself plenty of rest in between boulder problems. If you're bouldering alone, oftentimes we forget to rest enough and then we wind up having to end our session early because we've totally blown ourselves out. So remember, take time to sit down, take it easy. Bouldering is a crucible of climbing technique, and you can use it as a tool to work on moves that you find especially difficult. Go into the bouldering area and find the type of move that you know gives you trouble, whether it's bouldering or whether it's on routes or whether it's on traditional routes. If it's a cross through, set those up in the cave. If you have trouble with crimps and dead pointing from crimp to crimp, build that kind of problem. If pinches are your issue, make sure you select a lot of pinches on your boulder problems. Whatever it is, find routes that you can make challenging but not impossible, and then work them into submission. Another strategy you can utilize in the bouldering cave is traversing. And while you're traversing, consider moving up and down. This will increase the variety of movement options you have and start using other muscles that aren't hit as hard when you're climbing in a traditional fashion, which is typically straight up. Another really useful piece of training equipment is a campus board. Campus board is basically a slightly overhanging board with different size handholds or rungs. Campusing means that you'll be pulling yourself up without the aid of your feet. Now this can be very stressful, especially for the novice, so we've installed footholds so people can do the same type of move while keeping their feet on as they build up enough strength to eventually take their feet off. Campusing helps you build finger strength and power, as well as upper body strength and power. And this is essential for every type of climber, whether you're a boulderer, sport climber, or a traditional climber. So before you start training on the campus board, you want to make sure you warm up thoroughly. And you can do that on the climbing wall, in the bouldering cave, or on the campus board itself. When you start your training, you want to be holding on to holds that you find manageable and doing moves that you can actually do and repeat on both sides of your body. You're trying to do this training as symmetrically as possible. Make sure while you're campusing that you keep your hand open and you avoid moving into a crimped grip. This is to avoid finger injuries. There's basically no end to the variety of patterns of movement that you can do on a campus board. But one of the most basic and a good place to start is moving one hand up and then matching your other hand beside it, and then taking that hand and moving it up and then matching again. Go up as far as you can on the board, and when you start to get tired, stop and come down, take a rest, and then repeat. Another slightly more difficult method of campusing is where you go hand over hand. This will force you to pull further and hit the board harder, using more contact strength and building up your power. A very advanced maneuver is the double clutch. Do not attempt this unless you have mastered moving your hands one over the other. With the double clutch, you will be moving both hands at the same time to the next rung. This requires enormous power and fantastic timing. These are just a few ways to train in the gym to build your power, your endurance, and your stamina. Whether you want to climb V10 or you want to climb a 10-pitch 5/8, these tools can help you reach your goals. For more information, check out autobelay.com. Thank you.